very shocked that he actually testified. Very shocked.
It's fascinating. You watch all this on TV, and then you finally get to see everybody in person. It's just you've been seeing him for 2 years, Alec, and then to hear his voice and hear him speak, and all of the characters.
You know, he's told us he's a liar. I don't know, what else can you say?
To get to see them up close and personal, it's really moving, and it's so emotional. And you keep having to remind yourself this is about two people losing their life.
Not real trustworthy of him, but you know, I'm willing to hear it out.
That was a crowd of people that turned out in South Carolina yesterday to be in the courtroom as Alec Murdaugh took the stand. He's the former attorney accused of murdering his wife and son.
He was back on the stand today after taking the rare and risky move to testify in his own defense. NBC's Katie Beck has more from the courthouse.
I am going to testify.
After weeks of witness testimony about him, the jury finally hearing directly from Alec Murdaugh in his own words.
I did lie to them.
Under oath, Murdaugh admitting he misled investigators about being at the crime scene just minutes before his wife Maggie and son Paul were brutally murdered. Murdaugh blaming an opioid addiction, which he says made him paranoid and distrust in state authorities.
Once I lied, I continued to lie.
But through hours of tearful testimony, often referring to his son by the nickname Paul, he maintained he had nothing to do with the murders.
I did not kill Maggie. I did not kill Paul. I would never hurt Maggie, and I would never hurt Paul. Ever. Under any circumstances.
Murdaugh also admitting that during the investigation into the murders and into his alleged financial crimes, he tried to hire his cousin in a botched hit job to cash in on $12 million in life insurance.
What was the end goal that you wanted to accomplish?
I meant for him to shoot me so I'd be gone.
On cross-examination, the state quickly targeting his earlier admission on the witness stand of being at the kennels the night of the murders.
All this time later, this is the first time you've ever said that.
Yes, sir.
Prosecutors trying to establish Murdaugh as a member of an elite family who used his standing in the community, including carrying a badge with him, to get favorable treatment from law enforcement. They also accused him of stealing millions of dollars from former clients to fuel a wealthy lifestyle.
I stole money that was not my money. I misled people that I shouldn't have misled, and I did wrong.
How many times have you practiced that answer before your testimony today?
Prosecutors who've said Murdaugh's motive for murder was an attempt to cover up those financial crimes, appearing to be frustrated by his repeatedly vague responses.
You can't tell us one conversation you have with any of these people when you look them in the eye and convince them that you were doing them right, that you were telling the truth.
That's not true, Mr. Waters.
It's Katie Beck reporting. Today, the prosecution is pressuring Murdaugh on the details of the last time he saw his wife and son, saying Murdaugh's details have been fuzzy.